Hello, this is Willcol100, training once again with Factorio. Since the last episode, I've ridden back to base. I've added the new stop to the diesel locomotive that is running the oil route, and have ridden the oil train around once, pretty much. So yes, the oil is actually coming in from 3 different spots. The older spots are pretty much down to providing like 0.1 in oil well though, so they're not that large of oil providers, right? So that new well will give us a nice resurgence in the amount of oil we're actually producing, which actually allow us to hopefully produce more sulfur. Thing is, that's actually the main bottleneck to stuff, though plastic isn't probably that far behind. Plastic and sulfur are our main needs. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use these effectivity modules to drop the power demand, because really, once we're done with, we don't really need that much more for base buildings, correct? If I could skip the personal defense stuff, so we would then need laser shooting is what we're doing, the effectivity module types, all the rocket shooting speeds. Then for the rocket, well, actually no, we don't need all the types. We don't need effectivity modules here, because we need 50 speed module 30s, 50 productivity module 30s, or not 30s, 3s. So many advanced circuits, so many processing units. Those are easy. Rockets easy to build the rocket defense, which we need to win the game and end my playthrough of 9.8 and possibly move over to the new playthrough of possibly 10, or possibly take a break and go to a different game for a while. As far as it's going, 2 more modules. 2 more module researches that take purple, not hard, purple, not hard, rockets, purple, really not hard. So this stuff isn't really that hard. Will occur eventually. So other than slowly adding more stuff while waiting for the tech to come along, really, one of the major techs we need to do is just drop shooting speed. Otherwise, if I can figure out how to live within our means, right, we're pretty much golden. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the power consumption by passing out all these effectivity models in the hope that we don't have to keep turning on our steam engines and rely entirely on solar power without needing to build too many more accumulators. I'm running speed, yeah, I'm running speed in these 2. We want to run speed in those ones. Probably. Probably more productivity in the steel furnaces as well. You know, I need to manually replace these, because you don't need 4 in an assembly machine. Because they simply cap at minus 80%. Already got him there. The module slots, unlike a lot of things like the assembly machines, you can replace an earlier assembly machine with another assembly machine by just building another one in the spot. You can't do that with modules. Which to some people is probably infuriating, but to me it doesn't really bother me. Because you might not want a, say, module in a particular tier because you have so many of another tier and you want to lower the tier and that sort of stuff. Okay, so that hopefully dropped our power consumption. If I were to take this at face value and remembering what we were using about before, we were using probably about 34 megawatts. Now we're using about 30. So it has reduced our power consumption. Of course, our biggest consumption is still those furnaces, because I have put productivity in like all of them, which really could possibly one of the reasons why we have more iron and copper than we could ever imagine ever using. Increase the productivity, or decrease the energy consumption, hopefully. In the end results, might not only be reducing pollution, it might not be reducing our energy consumption that much. Yeah, most of these, we went from so much level pollution to majorly reducing it to 20%. And we probably weren't one of our larger consumers, so we're not saving that much power. In fact, now that we've done that, our next major consumer is the roboports, which are going to continue to consume till the cows go moo. The laser turrets, those obviously aren't decreasing. Mining drills, I think I've already been going around and doing this to mining drills. Did it with the pump jacks. Servers only consume power when they're working. Same with the chemical plants, putting more chemical plants all over our enemies. Haven't done it to the labs. Could do it to the labs. Of course, I think in the labs it might actually be better to do the productivity. Assembly machines. These are the 2s. I think I've actually done it to the whole 2s as well. Either that or the 2s are running speed most of the time. So I think I actually will go ahead and put productivity in the labs. These look like the place for productivity. Yes. Alt to the inventory. Click grab. Alt to place maximum amount in a machine. Now the labs have a productivity. So every so many researches, they get a free research. Which can be kind of gamey in that the extra researches may not necessarily be... Well, actually, I don't know how it works in the lab, but we're using productivity in our labs, which technically rose their consumption. Been going around trying to drop the power consumption, I'm raising. Turn around and add more power consumption. In fact, I probably actually had more power consumption of those steel furnaces than I did by reducing the power consumption of all these other machines that I've done up to this point. Yes. We may need to kill more alien bases. I probably want to get away without doing that. But yeah, we're pretty much on the home stretch. Oh yeah, we already have the alien science queued up to go into those. That means we've already got... This isn't loading that anymore, or, well, actually, shouldn't be loading that anymore, because it shouldn't have been loading that in the first place, but I told it to anyway, because I thought it wasn't loading because we didn't have any purple science, not because we had a large amount of it. We have 1.1k in the logistics system. I think we have enough alien science for a bit. So yes, laser turret speed, we're waiting on. Not much of a wait, hopefully. We're still passing out more activity modules, which will reduce the power consumption of everything we put in there. No, we're down to 2.7 megawatts. Now, is that because things aren't working because they don't need to be working, or because we're actually down to 2.7 megawatts? I think it's the latter, actually. It's probably things aren't working because we don't need them working. Substations. Probably need to build a lot of substations. Especially I'm going to be expanding the solar power panel farm. Which I intend to do. Even though... What are we? 8 accumulators. Yeah, it might actually not be worth it to add in the solar power farm because we don't have the accumulators to go with it, and we produce enough power via the solar farm. So, what's the potential on this? Let me double check the potential. We assume day is equal to night in duration. We have 729 solar panels that produce 60 kilowatts. Okay. Half of that's, if we assume half of that gets used during the day. Actually, no, but let's just divide it by the amount we're consuming about. Oops. So 729 times 60 divided by 30 megawatts. So we have 1,458 seconds. So 24 minutes. Wait. I'm screwing my math somewhere. Oh, this is the production over the last 5 seconds. Figure that out. Fix that. 129 times 60 divided by 6. 7,000 seconds. So 120 minutes. So probably screwing this math up somewhere. Why am I not thinking right? Okay, so what's our peak power? So peak consumption is 28. Our peak generation by solar is 60 times 729. 43 minus 28,000. Okay, so we have a surplus to power during the night of 15 megawatts, approximately. So if we wanted to go ahead, make sure we had surplus solar panels already out there, whenever we get our accumulators to go with them, right? I need to up the potential power generation to approximately the level. So say we need 60 megawatts of power, so we need 1,000 solar. Yeah, it's 1,000 solar panels. So yeah, I'll just build more solar panels until we have 1,000 sitting out there. And I'll build them by the this blueprint, so we have space for the accumulators in the blueprint when we want them. Be careful and wait for the train to go by, because the train is going to go whooshing by at incredible speed. They're so far ahead of it. Come over here. I just built 10 substations. I'll give you the substations, and I can go ahead and plant 10 solar panels. 10 solar panel farms. Okay, so we want to go at least one up to the left. Yeah. So something like that. I missed a few trees in my clearing, really. Okay, so rocket speed. Rocket shooting speed. Must have. It's easily fixed with the extract tool. Oh yes, missed a few. Okay, so they should be coming out to plant on the solar panels. Should only have 100 in storage, so they shouldn't be able to plant enough. Because the goal is 1,000. But that will get us pretty close, I suppose. I have no steel plates left. Of course, here come the steel plates that I was just about to complain about not having. So, the logistics system, it works perfectly. fact, here come all the construction robots with the solar panels. And the very, very small amount of accumulators that we have. Some will be charging, some will go cut from the trees. Some of them will hopefully go, well, 4 of the 5 of them have already been queued up for pickup. In fact, a few of them have already been dropped off. So it's the middle of the night, so the solar panels are obviously not producing. Accumulators are providing, well, the steam engines for whatever reason kicked on. Probably they had kicked on a previous night and now we're only providing power because they still have fuel left in the boilers, but oh, the steam engines are running, accumulators are running, accumulators are making up for the difference that the steam engines aren't able to. The solar factor, or the solar panel maker should be out making solar panels, which is good, but that also means we are now consuming power because that's working, which then makes everything else that supplies it work. I think the biggest power consumer that supplies is the steel, because each one takes a steel. One thing of steel. We're still short solar panels. Definitely short accumulators. Well, not wanting to keep you too long, and not wanting the episode too long, go ahead and start thinking about putting a cut in here. I am Willcol100. If you've liked this and want to see more, please leave a like and subscription. The like is useful to me, as it allows me to gauge who or how many people want to see more. As well as it's useful to you because, well, actually the like isn't useful to you, the like's just useful to me. The subscription on the other hand is useful to you because it allows you to be notified via YouTube when more is made. So if you want to see more, that's probably the easiest way for you to see more. If you have any comments on how you'd like me to do episodes better, or what you'd like to see me record in episodes, or just want to leave a comment, please leave a comment in the comment section. I do want to see your comments. I want to see that people are actually showing up and watching the videos, and not just going, hey, there's a new video, is there anything interesting? Nope. Closing the window. If you comments again, or the subscriptions again, are also useful to me to allow me to gauge approximately how many people might be watching or are looking out for my stuff. Until next time, this is Willcol100.